Welcome to Tech Stocks and Jobs. I'm Tamika Reed, and we are in episode 9. So when we are talking about tech stocks and jobs, let me get some clarification on what tech stocks and jobs is, because we get a lot of emails and stuff about it. We're not here to give financial advice. We're only here to make sure you understand that what your chances are in terms of, hey, if you're looking for a job, or if you're wondering what the company does, or maybe you even want to make an investment into the company. We just want to make sure that you have an understanding of, one, hey, here's a SPAC, here's what they do, and here are the jobs that they're offering, and just give you a different view of what the company is. So by no means are we telling you to make an investment. If I say I'm making an investment, that's just me. But by no shape and means are we saying, hey, we're giving you financial advice. And also, we want to say thank you everyone who has been joining every week and who has joined Women in Linux. We reached our 1,000 subscribers onward March. Let's see if we can get to at least 5,000 subscribers. That is what the goal is. All right, now we got some things out the way. I hope you had a good week. I hope everybody is all right. And thank you also for those that came out to the meetup. All right, so this week we're looking at a couple of different things. I chose Fate Therapeutics this week because this is an investment if you're in the ARK fund. This is some of the shares that they bought yesterday. I forget how many they bought. But anyway, it's called Fate Therapeutics. And as you can see here, this is what they've been trading at for. This is what it looked like yesterday. And here's what it looks like year to date. They're in the red, but there are some things that ARK, I think this may be under their genome ETF. So let's go look at their year earnings as well too. So their year earnings coming up, and this is on Yahoo Finance. They just report their year earnings. And that was above 14% above what was what was expected. Earnings are important time for investors, blah, blah, blah. Got that. And let's see, they got following a report and the consensus from 13. So that's what they did. Their therapeutics Fate Therapeutics is for revenues of $25.6 million in 2021. So it gives you an idea of. But if you noticed, let me look here. They go into immunotherapies is their big thing. So let me post that here. So immunotherapy. So immunotherapy is a type of cancer treatment that helps your immune system fight cancer. The immune system helps your body fight infections and other diseases. It is made up of white blood cells, organs, tissues, and the lymph system. So that's what they do for Fate Therapeutics. They also have a partnership, and this company is out of Japan. It's called Ono. I guess you could say it ONO, but here's who they are actually doing work with. Ono Pharmaceutical is one of the largest pharmaceutical companies in Japan, headquartered in, I guess, Choku, Osaka, and what? Don't get me Hagashari and Osaka, and I'm not gonna Fujinomiya. I'm gonna mess all this up, so forgive me for messing all that up. But that's where they're based out of. I mean, that's what. and look at their careers that they have at, like we always do. All right, Fate Therapeutics. All right, so they have some open positions. You can see here under analytical development. Um, they have biometrics, senior statistical programmer, clinical operations, finance, human resources, information technology, commercial and counsel, process development and procurement and quality assurance, quality control, research and development, and then supply chain. So let's go back up here and look at quality assurance, and let's look at a executive director for senior director at quality assurance operations. All right. Let's see. Let's scroll down and see if they just give you they give you a description here, and they have so your job. Download a PDF of the job description for more details. Let's do that. All right, lead high performance QA teams, engage in all levels of the organization, including program and functional areas, provide technical expertise for all of QA, manage and review approval for all of manufacturing and test document, servers authorized contact, perform timely review, ensure QA, deliver QA review and approval for SOPs, establish continuous learning and improvement. They're looking for somebody with 10 years of experience, a bachelor's degree in life sciences, extensive experience supporting clinical, proven leadership, experience with regulatory submissions, strong collaboration and team building, and excellent judgment. The list goes on here. I won't go into all of it, but that gives you an idea. Let's look and see what else we had on here. Their information technology. Let's look at that. Headquartered out of San Diego, so I wonder if that QA was out of San Diego. IT service desk 365, Office 365, minimum 5 years of service desk. This is a service desk position. Okta, thinking, strong customer service skills, experience as Office 365 admin, SOX. I want you to be familiar with SOX that falls under compliance and security. May require some weekend work and full-time on site in San Diego. All right. So that is Fate Therapeutics, and their ticker is Fate, FATE. All right. So now we're going to move on to a company called Sono Motors. Sono. All right, Sono Motors. They are an electric car, but the difference with their electric car is they have solar panels on their car. All right, so let me pull this over a little bit so I can see. All right, Sono is developing an electric car that uses solar panels on its outside to power its batteries, but also can be charged using a plug. The solar panels generate energy worth on an average of 112 kilometers a week. Sono has already confidentially filed an IPO with the U.S., so coming here, and this is with the Security Exchange Commission, and people are adding the company is in parallel talks with several SPACs about a merger. So it is called DSPAC, DE dash SPAC. Production of the solar electric vehicle with a range of 255 kilometers is scheduled to start the second half of the year, and the company so far has no meaningful sales. It could still be valued at a significantly more than 1 billion. One person said. So Sono Motors. All right. So let's go take a look at the car itself. All right, so let me see. No thanks. So you can see here's the car, powered by the sun. And you can, in the front here, you'll see the plug right here in the front. And it can plug into another car, like it can plug into a Tesla, or another car that needs to be charged, and it could charge that car. All right. They got one size fits all. They have, you can see the dashboard right here. Looks like maybe like an iPad on the dashboard. You see where it's, where they're doing the charge. And it's charging bi-directional. Thanks to the charging technology, you can use Scion as a mobile energy storage whenever you are while camping. So I see with this, with going with this is those people who have Teslas, and you don't have charging stations everywhere. I could see someone having this as like I don't know, not necessarily a tow truck, but somebody wrap a company up and get a fleet of these and do deployments of these. So if somebody got stranded with their Tesla to go cross country, they could come and they could charge their car. It would be an idea if they had to do it. Now, depending on how far they had to go to charge. I mean, I guess if it's sunny outside, you'll still be charging as you drive. But just a thought, 100% renewable. Here's the gallery of it there, what it looks like. And they, oh man, can't even see the solar panels. They got it blocked. Let me see. Will that picture come back? No, that picture won't come up. The solar panels are on top. The solar panels are on top in that picture. All right, so now let's go look at this, because it was something on a link, hold on, that I brought up, because they were looking for people to do embedded testing. Let me pull this up right here, because I wanted you to know what embedded testing looked like, because they were looking for embedded test engineers. So what is embedded? Embedded systems are electronically controlled devices where software and hardware are tightly coupled. Embedded systems may contain a variety of computing devices, these PCs incorporated in other devices. And then they give some more, that's embedded systems. Then they give some more about embedded testing here. How to perform embedded testing, software testing to find bugs in software, help to reduce risk to both users and the company, cut down development maintenance costs, and to improve performance. So that's embedded testing, software testing, and then they give them different types: software unit testing, integration testing, and system testing, system integration, and system validation. And they give another link. So this right here would be useful on that, because there is a particular chip, I believe, that they use on there. Let me pull up this YouTube, because this is when I think they were at CES. I think this may be CES 2021 that they were at. Yeah, so this is their CEO. He's giving a presentation on it. Let me see if they actually have the car. So you can, okay, it looks like you can control the car from your phone as well. Doing this presentation, because she had a phone in her hand. You also get to see the inside of the car too. It looks like a big what you call it? What's that car? Oh my goodness, I'm forgetting it. A Countryman S. It looks like a Countryman S. But that gives you an idea about Scion, or should I say Sono Motors. Now let's go look at some of their jobs that they have. Let's go back. And here, if we go career. All right. So they have business development, that's under communication and PR. They have that. Engineering. Let me see. Integration and test engineer. That's why I was talking about the testing. What does that look like? A lead engineer. Project engineer for mechanical and integration of the Sono Solar. So on top of the car. Senior embedded software developer for platform and instrument cluster. A senior scrum master, a technical project manager, wiring harness, a test engineer. You got finance and controlling. You have HR, logistics, marketing, event. Then they have others, people who are lawyers, patent engineer, production and logistics, Sono Digital. They have some internships for students as well too. And they look like all that is overseas. Let's go back up here. All this is overseas from the looks of it. Well, let's go look at this embedded software developer for platform and instrument cluster. All right, here you see real time, C and C++. That's usually what you'll find on embedded. I haven't seen a lot of go for embedded engineer jobs. Computer engineering, experience with interface communication protocols, understanding radio receiver and driver development, or what to expect, rapidly growing team, no deadlock processes and hierarchies. Our Pro Sono platform offers you the chance to pitch and realize your own projects, your own ideas. I would wonder how much you make on that. Do you make anything on that? Wonder. Flexible working hours and open to modern office and little paper for Trello and Slack. Right. You get bread, you get organic bread flat rate, free drinks, and vegan catering. Very healthy. And so that is Sono Motors. Let me see. Good morning to everybody. Hey Auntie, how you doing? Hey B-Bean, how are you? Who else is in here? Hey Renee, how are you? Victoria, Alexandra, I see you. Thank you all for coming out this morning. All right, so the next company we're looking at is called Procaps. Procaps, C-A-P-S, Pro C-A-P-S. All right, Procaps Laboratories. They make supplements. They are a Colombian soft gel maker. All right, let's look. That's that one. Let's pull this up over here. And let's look at see how much they're actually worth and what's going on with them financially. All right, so they're going public on the NASDAQ. They're valued at $1 billion. They're going under the company called Unison Acquisition 2. Let's look here. Unison Acquisition 2 Corp 2 is in the process of engaging with potential investors to raise $100 million in private investment in a public equity or PIPE, which would provide additional funding for Procaps. The funds would be used in addition to the $200 million Unison Acquisition 2 raised in 2019. All right, let's see. They're founded in Barranquilla, Colombia. It researches how to deliver medicines to patients through different forms like soft gels, chewables, medicines, or coating pills to make them taste more pleasant to the patient. The global capsule market is seen to be growing to $3.3 billion by 2023 and $2.4 billion in 2017, according to 360 market updates. All right, so that's enough about them as far as that goes. I have another one here for them. Let's look at that. See what other information we get about them. Looks like this. No, that's a different link. It must be a different time. Yeah, that must be a different time. Different link, different time. All right. So now let's look at careers. And also let's look and see if we got a picture of the for the capsule. I think that's what we saw in as we were scrolling. All right, so these are their jobs. They're in Nevada, a vitamin specialist, a senior buyer, Bosch operator, a bottling technician, a project engineer, a maintenance engineer. This all looks like factory work in some form or sense. Let's go look at project engineer at the facility. It's a little small, so let me blow that up. All right. So headquartered in Nevada, you're working in the lab, liaison between Procaps and general contractor. Let me hide this part here. Oops. Sorry. Let me go back to it. I just lost it. There we go, right there. Liaison, create and maintain project documentation, measure performance, and see, perform other related duties, manage changes to project scope, project schedule. So project management seems like what this is. See, they don't. Let me see if they got any other bachelor's degree in engineering or relevant or equivalent work is what they have. So again, looks like they're based out of Henderson, Nevada, right? And that right there is Procaps. All right, this other one, I was like, I didn't know how to say the name until I had to listen to them say it. It's called Taboola. It sounded like something I would say as a kid. Anyway, so they do advertisements. They're big and heavy into ads. So let's go check out I guess you could say they're in competition with Google and other advertising companies. So a brand new awareness and solution for agencies and brand advertisements or advertisers. There's a global leader powering recommendations for the open web, helping people discover things they may like. Today announced the launch of Taboola High Impact, a new advertising solution for brand marketers and agencies to help drive brand awareness. They give a little bit about the ad format, innovation and placement of high impact, adjacency and control, exclusive real-time readership data previously only available in editorial teams. They give a couple of little benefits about them. Let's go over here and look up Taboola careers. My link is gone. Did have a link. All right, so let's go over here and look at about and then careers. All right. So we have broken up into teams: business strategy, content policy, data analytics, engineering, technology, people recruiting, office operations, marketing and growth, finance and legal, project solutions, sales management, and service support. Let's look at what they have for these three. All right. What is content policies? English content review team, maternity leave replacement, German content reviewer, and online content editor. That's in Mexico City. All right. Data analytics. This is out of New York, Tel Aviv, New Delhi, Tel Aviv. So data analyst, CEO, analyst, team lead, cloud ops, engineer, advertising, data analyst, and business intelligence. All right. Let's go back and look at engineering and technology. Tel Aviv, Beersheba, Taiwan. Let's see what else. Let me look. Oh, and then they got something in LA. I'm assuming LA would be LA, not Louisiana. Senior data scientist, solution engineer, software engineer, infrastructure, software engineer, demand, performance, IT production application, senior full stack engineer, algorithm. All right, so now let's look at what they want for a software engineer, infrastructure, and then we'll look at the solutions engineer. All right, develop one of the largest real-time high-scale operations to support over 1.4 billion users, more than 500,000 requests per second, 100 terabytes of new data stored every day. I know I know their cloud gotta be high. That cloud bill. Collaborate with brightest software engineers. Rewrote. Here's some things software devs in our group did in the last several months. Rewrote our recommendation servers. Rolled out custom Cassandra compaction strategy. Created and improved a Taboola Kafka. Consumer design. Develop a brand new Taboola metrics pipeline. Many more. Our tech stack is Java, Spark, Kafka, Hadoop, Cassandra, Vertica, MySQL, HDFS, BigQuery. They're going into GCP, Docker, Linux, Kubernetes, Prometheus, Grafana, Airflow, and Redis. All right. About you, experience developing large-scale distributed systems. Remember, I talked about that. Distributed systems, deep understanding of computer science fundamentals, object-oriented design, data structures, application programming, multi-thread programming, 3 years of experience in Java or equivalent, object-oriented language production systems, SQL, NoSQL, high proficiency in Linux environment. Oh, wonder why. Proven ability to work effectively across multiple teams, and experience with big data tools and algorithms. So that gives you a little bit about software engineer on the infrastructure side. Where would you go learn these things at right here? So Kafka and Hadoop, and Cassandra, you can download those and learn those online. There's probably a couple of free classes out there for those. Of course, you can always hit up Udemy. Docker, you can learn that. BigQuery is in GCP. Kubernetes, you can learn. They're probably using something like GKE. Prometheus, Metric Tank, I'm not sure about. Airflow, I've seen Airflow. So let me see. Let's look that one up in Redis. Let me look up Airflow. Apache Airflow provides many plug and play operators that are ready to execute your tasks on GCP, AWS, and Microsoft Azure. Here we go. Scalable, dynamic, extensible, elegant, pure Python, useful UI, robust integrations, easy to use, and integrations. And here they go with Spark, Hadoop, Amazon, GCP, and they show you a little bit more. So that gives you an idea of where you can get that from. Here's the documentation for it. If you're gonna use GCP, so if you're gonna use Google, here are the providers, here are the connection types. They have a Python integration, so you would need to have Python installed for that. Google Ads, GCP, Firebase marketing, so forth. Here's what the pip requirements are when you're installing using pip. So that gives you an idea of what it does. All right, that right there was where we were at. Get the company we were looking at, Taboola. All right, so here is the CEO, and I have a list of their customers as well. All right, so let's see if we can fast forward on and get the CEO on the stage. So there's the CEO right here. This guy right here. That's their CEO. His name is Adam Singolda. So you can check him out. You can check out his recent interview there. And then here are their customers, which I wanted to know who their customers were, just at a glance, because I just wanted to know who was using them. So here are their customers. Babel, I think you see Etoro on here. And they're coming up. We're going to talk about them. Esalon, Dominican Republic, uh, Flinto Box, the Food Network, Good Game, Huffington Post, NASCAR, Plated. I'm sure you all heard about Plated, Refinery 29. So they got their hands in a lot of different places. Tech Radar and Whirlpool. So they got their hands in a lot of different places. So if you want to check them out, you want to invest in them. All right. So now let's move on. Oh no, we need to look at their jobs. Hold on, before we move on. I did that. Etoro. Yes. Etoro. Etoro. All right. So Etoro nears 10 billion merger with Betsy Cohen SPAC. eToro is a trading platform. It is to rival Robinhood. They're planning to go public. The agreement is with FinTech Acquisition Corp. The values the combined company of about 10.4 billion in a statement Tuesday. The company is raising 650 million in equity to support the deal. Investors in the equity transaction included Ion Investment, the SoftBank Vision Fund, Third Point Fidelity Management, Wellington Management, as it says the statement shows. So eToro became a member of the U.S. Financial Industry Regulatory Authority on FINRA in the last year, and is expected to start providing stock trading service in the U.S. in the second half of 2021. They are founded in Israel. In 2007, eToro has 20 million registered users in a dozen countries. According to the website, it expanded into the U.S. in 2018. So they've been building for a while. They consider it social trading. All right, so now let's go look at some other information about eToro. All right. Publicly traded, blah blah blah. They added 1.2 million registered users and executed more than 75 million trades in January of 2021 alone. The transaction committee, yep, we talked about that. A little bit more redundant information, but some newer information. The highlights, truly multi-asset platform supporting investment in equities, ETFs, commodities, currencies, crypto assets, and smart portfolios. Multi-channel marketing strategy with high return on investment. Expert team in multi-disciplines across online brokerage. Financial forecasts reflect diversification, growth potential of existing platform combined with efficient marketing and operating leverage. They say large and growing market opportunity with secular tailwinds, including the rise of the retail investor, engagement in capital markets and accelerated digital transformation. All right, let's see what else we got about them. I got a couple of articles about them because it's going to be interesting to have someone like, I guess you could say, Webull rivals, what you call it, but yeah. More info, same, look like about the same info here. Let's check out this other link, and then I'll go in and we'll move on to their careers, and let's take a look at their website. Yep. All right, so let's look at Etoro. Let's look at their website. Trade popular cryptocurrencies, explore professional managed portfolios, connect with over 20 million traders. They got education. They have a little bit about the company. They have a little bit about the top cryptocurrencies they're trading. Let's look at all cryptos that they have. Here's what they got on their platform. All right. So let's go back and let's go look at careers. All right. Let's go view openings. All right. So here's how they have things set up in the U.S. office, China office, Hong Kong, Cyprus, Gibraltar. Let's go to U.S., which is based out of New Jersey. So I guess when I click there, this should filter down here, I'm assuming. All right, operation supervisor, market analyst, head of human resources, email, marketing lead, customer service, controller, business intelligence, and account manager. So let's go look at their Israel office. All right, I figured that. So the reason why I went and looked at their Israel office, because if they're based out of Israel, that means that their engineering is probably in Israel, but they probably have servers here in the US so that they can get the trading, can do the trading. The trading must be done in the US. Compliance rules. So they have an automation lead, a back-end automation engineer, blockchain security architect, cloud FinOps engineer, community manager, a copywriter, and see, data scientist. They got a slew of jobs in Israel. All right, so let's go pick something here. Let's go with automation lead and blockchain security architect. So automation lead. All right. It says what you will be doing is lead and manage back-end automation development to ensure highest level quality, achieve robust automation solutions. Manage 3 to 5 automation developers, mentor and own the quality of the service and the components across groups. Be aware of the owner of being the owner of the CI/CD pipelines, infrastructure pipeline. 3 to 5 years, Java, C#, unit integration and component testing. We went over that. Deep experience in developing REST services, API automation. We talk about this in Women in Linux. Deep knowledge of integrating the middleware technologies, RabbitMQ, Kafka. I need to bring up RabbitMQ this week in Datadog. We'll need to have a discussion about that this week. Somebody don't remind me of that. Very good understanding of CI/CD, Jenkins, probably TC is Team City, Artifactory, etc. Meaning other ones like GitLab or GitHub Actions. Experience with cloud providers, all 3. Knowledge of SQL. Good understanding of software testing theory and methodologies. All right, so now let's go look at the blockchain security architect. All right, what you will be doing: research blockchain protocols to understand their security guarantees, perform security threat modeling and risk assessments, and derive practical security requirements for our blockchain initiatives. Develop and maintain applications development, security strategic plan, roadmap, architecture process in the alignment and the enterprise policies and standards. Let me look. Collaborate with business stakeholders, leading producing security solutions. Let me see what they require. A deep understanding of application security, OWASP, blockchain technologies, blockchain-based attacks, solid foundation of decentralized applications and their execution. So they talk about smart contracts here. Strong analytical abilities, strong passion for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Also strong communication to non-technical people. Advantage if you got the OSCP or CEH. Familiarity with the Dash top 10, and familiarity with DeFi networks, compound and staking. So this is what a blockchain security architect. These are the qualifications that you have. Still sounds very security related, not a lot of difference other than understanding smart contracts and understanding probably more understanding of blockchain than most others, which is fair. Let's see. Conduct or participate in incident response exercise, forensic analysis, penetration testing, disaster recovery, and business continuity. Right? So that's pretty good. I like that. I like that particular position. Let me read the comments here. Yep. What's going on, everybody? I see you, Lawrence. You said, Tam, is there a school that offers income sharing agreement that you would recommend? I'm not sure what you mean with income sharing agreement. I'm not sure on that one. Hey, Janai, trying to learn Linux. Don't try, just join the group. Join Women in Linux. Hop on to the Slack and also on meetup.com. All right. So the next company we're gonna look at, I hope you like that particular one, Etoro. I have a feeling they'll be moving some stuff here to the States really soon. All right, the next one we're gonna look at is called RKLY Photonics. So they are a sensor maker. As you can see, $1.2 billion SPAC deal. Let's also look at that right there. Ah, awesome. Let's go back. Let's go with my link. Since we want to get all the ads that pop up, let's go with my link. All right. So, chip maker, a chip supplier. So I had to look up this chip because I just wanted to see what it looked like and so forth. So I got some pictures for that. So RKLY Photonics, because I was like, what in the world is Photonics? Said on Friday they're going to go public in a merger, 1.2 billion, based out of Pasadena, California. They can be used as the Silicon Photonics platform can be used as in wearables, including smartwatches, and allows for continuous monitoring of biomarkers, which such as glucose levels, blood pressure, and temperature. The deal is expected to deliver 323 million in gross proceeds to the combined company. Let me see who's in this spec. Okay, backed by the affiliate investment firm Sin Capital. SC Health is a special purpose acquisition incorporated in the Cayman Islands. Let's look and see anything else. Okay, their founder is Andrew Rickman. Will remain the CEO and chairman for the combined company, whose shares will be traded on the New York Stock Exchange under RKLY. RKLY is the ticker. All right. So now let's look at let's go look at the chip before we go look at the jobs. And then we'll go look at their watch. Uh-oh. What happened? That ain't it. All right. That it? There we go. All right. So let me look down here and blow this up. All right. So this is is it called Photonics. All right. So they break down, what it looks like, fiber wires, 10G, silicon 10G modulators, flip chip bond lasers, silicon optical fibers. And basically this goes inside the wristwatch and it reads from your actual body. All right. So who is using this? So here is, it gives you an idea who's using this. NASA is one of the ones that's using this. And this was a presentation that was done in 2020. So I went and checked it out. They're talking about past, present, and future. The past, they talked about that. The present, integrated, give you a little idea, so forth. And then, like, what's the future gonna look like? They got actives and passive waves, so forth. Current state of the art, pick designs, basic concept here, blah blah blah. Let's go and see what they got planned for the future. We saw that already. So Intel Silicon Photonics 100G optical transmitter. State of the art. Look how small that is. You think it's big, but look at that. All right, and then they give a diagram of how that works. Let me see. Lasers, modulars, switches. Let me see if they got anything else that was super important. That's just the layout. We saw that of the actual pick. All right, future demand for integrated photonics. Integrated photonics dominant technology for high-speed communication driven by today's 400 gigabyte per second optical transceivers for telecommunications and data centers. So you see here, Cisco forecast tripling the data center traffic by 2021 by several billion terabytes. Google, Amazon, Facebook, Apple, Microsoft using hyperscale data centers. By 2021, the U.S. data center energy consumption will be 2.5% of electricity in the U.S., costing $4.5 billion. The PIC market rapidly growing in parallel with demand, over 40% per year, billions by 2024. Advanced coherent modularization formats to enable higher data rates and more bandwidth. So anybody that's got a data center, so this is not giving financial advice. This is one of the ones I would invest in. Current data center uses up to 32 optical transceivers at 100 gigabytes per second for traffic servers. Next generation interconnects will need the same number of 400 gigabyte chips to achieve quadrupling of capacity. If the data demand increases fourfold, today's approach of using individual pluggable optical transceivers with separate microelectronic switches will not work. Traditional optics require too much space and too many discrete components to achieve desired capacity. Solution: co-packaging, integrated photonics, and electronics. Man, I'm screwing that word up. Optical transceiver built using silicon photonics, like I said now. Today, these PICs link several servers together in a data center. So they're linking servers together. So they're showing here where they link them together. In the future, the technology could connect chips or even sections of chips. So there you have it. So you can imagine what NASA is going to try to do with this when we're looking at this and so forth. Dee can post this link inside of the chat. You can see here it's like if you ever played with Fiber Connects, it looks just like a Fiber Connect module that you plug into the back and you get that speed out. And so they show you here Intel PIC transceivers to be previewed in 2021. Silicon chips with integrated lasers, modulars, photo detectors, drivers, and optics, co-packaged with electronic switches and ASICs. So, yep, I would be investing in them. All right, so let's go look at jobs at this particular company. This would be Rockley Photonics. All right, so you can see what their chip is doing. You can see where they're going with this. All right. All right. So right now they show you healthcare, machine vision, datacom transceiver chips, in package optics. They have a sense of their platform and so forth. So now let's go up here to company. Let's go to careers. Let me blow this up because that's actually kind of small. All right. So automation software engineer, electrical packaging engineer, ICE integration, and they're based out of Pasadena. They have jobs in Wales. Photonics layout engineer, a PIC lead engineer. I talked about PIC last week or this week. Sales director, CAD, draw them out. Design engineer, staffing and packaging, a test engineer, technical program manager. And that's what they had. All right, so let's scroll back up. And let's look at information technology security analysts. This list is not all inclusive. Additional duties will be assigned. Information security, define information security policies, develop security programs, manage security policy and compliance, monitor, remediate, report security incidents, perform regular risk assessments, strong understanding of computers, network SOCs. Desirable to have a CISSP or CISM experience with SOCs, ISO, SEC compliance, experience in IT security. That was the information technology security analyst. All right, let's go over here and look at automation software engineer. Not all inclusive, but support testing automation for sensing, including test equipment. We talked about this earlier about how to do your embedded testing. The role is responsible for implementing lab automation, data analyst, data engineering, solutions required for sensoring team. This primarily support lab testing for sensors team and may also include analysis of data management, good understanding of lab hardware, networking, and physics. Develop analysis scripts based on input from engineers, mostly in Python, extraction functional requirements, and discussing software design. You're probably more than likely in Linux on this as well too. Support data engineering efforts by writing scripts to store, parse, query data from automated tests. Data analysts results, raw data from fabs and vendors. Pipelines should be built on the cloud. They're using Azure, and they give you an idea. It's Python, C++, computer science, computer engineering. More than likely, you're going to need to know some Azure, understand object-oriented programming and testing, some idea of physics and statistics, which you'll get if you're doing computer engineering and computer science. That'll all be in there. And that was it. All right. Let me see what else we have here. I got to get through two of them. We're gonna go over to OfferPad next, and their ticker symbol is OPAD. I think everybody heard OfferPad this week. And also, let me check the comments to see if anybody got going on. All right, got you. All right, so U.S. home selling platform OfferPad to go public, $3 billion SPAC. The deal with Zillow's co-founder, Roscoe-backed Supernova Partners Acquisition Inc. will fetch $650 million in proceeds for OfferPad. This includes private investment of $200 million from affiliates of Supernova funds managed by BlackRock. There you go, BlackRock is back again. Home builder Taylor Morrison Home Corporation and others, as investors bet on digitization of the $1.6 trillion residential real estate market. Now, what's funny while this is coming in my head, I was looking at a real estate agent on YouTube last night talking about Airbnb in Miami. In Miami, Airbnb bought an entire building, and if you buy that, and it's at 500,000. If you buy a condo, there, you can it will already be placed on Airbnb, and they'll manage the property for you. So you can either stay there, or you can put it can be automatically put on Airbnb, and they'll do the managing for you. So like, you buy it from them, they manage it for you, you make your money. I'm not sure how much you make off of that. All right, so OfferPad, and I wanted to mention this, Open Door Technologies. Open Door Technology is another home selling platform. It went public through a SPAC deal, and that one was worth $4.8 billion. Open Door Technologies. We're going to get back to OfferPad, but I just want you to have that information. So, Open Door. Let me get that open part. So Open Door went public. Here is their site. This what they went public, and they went public at 4.8 billion. So you can check them out as well. While we're here, let's just go check out their jobs, and we'll check out OfferPad jobs as well too. We can do a comparison. All right, so they got two right now: senior Microsoft Dynamics Nav Business Central consultant and a senior Dynamics developer. No idea what a senior Dynamics developer is. Looking for a candidate with solid Dynamics 365. This must be, is this at Microsoft? Dynamics 365 Business Central process, developing solution in AL by using VS Code and other skills like PHP, Angular, and Power BI, Flow apps, and development, and it's nice to have. All right, so that was Open Door. Let's go look at OfferPad. All right, so OfferPad, easy way to list your home. Let's look and see what they got down here for careers. All right, so they have them all over. You can see Arizona, your data scientist, your director of real estate operations, director of build services, foreman, full stack engineer, a handyman crew, project manager, real estate agents, real estate homeowner consultant, senior front end, graphics designer, service manager, solutions coordinator, VP of customer experience and conversion. And it looked like Orlando, Georgia, Texas, Houston, Orlando, Texas, Tampa, Florida. These are the real estate folks. So you want to work for them if you got a real estate license. So let's look at project manager and let's look in Atlanta. All right. So project manager responsible overseeing residential property repairs and showings to ensure the cost efficient and timely sale. This role collaborates with various teams to own all repair related services for OPAD homes. The project manager actively manages the homes from the initial inspection to the final resale. Create a scope and budget, executive approve rehab, maintain high level of customer service, manage numerous residential projects, respond to listed home quality, document entire rehab process, experience in single family residential construction, exhibit sound judgment, underwriting, extensive knowledge of codes, a driver's license, a vehicle, job benefits. Let's see, strong collaborative team, mileage reimbursement, 11 plate holidays, flexible PTO. So almost sounds like you are being like the go-to person on the project for everything. That's what it looked like to me. They got a DevOps engineer here, 2 to 5 years, build setup development tools, develop automation tools, so programming, ensure systems are safe and secure, architecture. Let's go down here for experience, see what they're talking about. 2 to 3 years, agile, work ethics, experience administering and deploying programming languages, DevOps, repo, PowerShell, Python, Bash, Windows and Linux operating system. It doesn't say. I was trying to see what where they doing their what if they were AWS or not, but they're in Kubernetes, so it don't matter. That could be anywhere. Ability to present complex technical findings to executives. There you have it. All right, so that was OfferPad. Our last but not least. I know we're running over our time here. It's ARB Robotics. We're straight to them. And then I got some more information to them. All right. Radar Revolution. This is the LiDAR here. ARB is driving a zero roll fatality reality by enabling true safe driver assist systems while paving the way for autonomous driving. Here we go here. Radar you can trust. They're doing 4D imaging using radar technology. They're using AI powered post processing and SLAM to deliver an image 100 times more detailed than the radar solution. They are, see, they're posted in these things. Let's go look at a little more information on them, and then we'll come back to them. All right, so 4D imaging radar expected to be listed on the NASDAQ through a business combination with industrial tech acquisitions. Let's see, trying to see if they got the okay, yeah. Addresses the largest, fastest growing segments in the automotive radar, uh, with a total addressable market of 4 billion today, which is expected to increase to 11 billion by 2025. Led by an experienced team of entrepreneurs, manager, auto, and semiconductor executives, as well as radar and data scientists. They got their listing there. Let's go. Got one more article on them, and then we'll go check out their jobs. So you can see who they are. You do 100 million fully committed. Tel Aviv based. They're out of Tel Aviv. They have their CTO, blah blah blah. All right. So that's a little bit about ARP. So now we need to go and check out their jobs real quickly. Careers. Let's see. All right. R&D. If you're based out of Tel Aviv, Israel, see there. Everything looks like it's out of Tel Aviv. All right, so let's look and see. We got a junior system integration engineer, a chips system integration engineer, system integration expert, hardware system application engineer, a test engineer, bookkeeper, MPI system hardware engineer, IC screen testing engineer. Sorry. Verification engineer. And so when we're looking at this, you can, if you want to live in Tel Aviv, you can see kind of like more so what you'll be doing. You can see their system set up on top of the car. All right, let's go look at one of these. Let's look at an RFC chip lead. All right, managing R&D, architecture, project Gantt, design verification, and electrical engineer or a PhD. Candice, track record of silicon chip, solid background, team player, design experience in advanced node silicon processes, MW, schematic. This is all electrical engineering when we're talking about these chips. Let's look and see what else they got. Software engineer, tools, implementation. I should have looked at embedded engineer. All right, develop software advanced radar data analysis tools, implementation of software tools, create smart software instruments, 4 years of software engineer, Python programming, strong analytical skills, quick learner, self-motivated, 1 year of experience in algorithm implementation, familiar with MATLAB, open source, and knowledge of API. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. And then let's look up embedded. All right, you're embedded engineer, 3 to 5 years, real-time DSP, digital signal processing, fast and self-learning capabilities, readiness to work in a challenging startup, experience with ETH, CAN, SPI, and UART, hands-on with ROS, real-time DSP programming experience, hands-on implementing, validating, and testing complex algorithms, hands-on with experience with Python and MATLAB. Most of your computer engineer, electrical engineers would have this experience, probably more so your computer engineering when we're talking about your embedded CPUs and so forth. So that's where you get this experience from. You can get this experience anywhere if you're willing to like put in the work. But if you went to college, yeah, computer or electrical, I can see electrical as well. More though, I see the computer engineering because you'll be dealing with C, and most of the computer engineering follow along with the C programming. All right. Any questions? Let's see, make sure I didn't miss anything. Hey, everybody. And see work, I see you. Keep it techie, I see you. All right. So if we don't have any questions, we're going to wrap this up. I know we went over time, but I wanted to make sure that we got through everything. Let me double check. Yep, we did. We got through everything. Let's see. I got a mention here. Hold on. Honorable mention. Oh yeah, Open AI. Oh yeah. So this is all right. So artificial intelligence will generate enough wealth to pay each adult 13,500 a year. This came out Wednesday. Deacon post this link. Artificial intelligence will create so much wealth that every adult in the United States can be paid 13,500 per year from its windfall as soon as 10 years from now. Just putting it out there. Just something to look at, check it out, see what they're talking about in this article if you want to check that out. All right. I thank you all for coming out. We had a week where we got through a lot of things. Thank you for being the 1,000 subscribers. Also, thank you for coming through and hanging out with us and getting some good information. I hope this information is useful for you. Spread the word. If you know anybody that needs wants to have a one-on-one with me, let me know. We also have a link for that if you want to have your one-on-one, and as well as don't forget to get the merch. I have my Women in Linux mug here. Check it out. But also, don't forget to like and subscribe and tell your friends. All right, we'll see y'all next week.